Yo, good morning. What's up? How are we doing today? Good morning. I was having fun with Guani and Slither-Kai. Oh, V!
What's up?
What up?
Halfd0rk? How are you doing today?
Just gonna juggle you guys real quick.
Joining us in the chat.
Whee! Welcome, everybody. How's it going? Today is a new day. A new me, you. New us. And if you had a D on the end, that means nude. So don't be nude. So, what are we doing today? Good question. Answer? We're gonna be working on our game, Sandy Bird, which I actually made some great progress yesterday. Yo! Yeah, the new dork. Oh, we're awake. We're awake, keeper top shot. Yo, Wicked. What up, Wicked? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Vox Machina, how you doing, bro? Welcome in, everybody. So, let's just kind of recap what I did yesterday. So, I'll play it through one time with the wall up. And we can see what's going on. Uh-oh. No, my bird. He got caught on something. But long story short, my bird has gravity. He's resting on this platform here. The platform goes up whenever the player uses A and D. And so it's basically toggling itself on and off. However, it appears as though it's not toggling off. So we can look behind the scenes here by making this wall invisible. Could have sworn I fixed that. You know what? We'll take a look at it real quick. So I have two triggers happening. The triggers are supposed to reset. And I'm curious now if the only once works when it actually explodes. Which is weird to like say out loud, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So basically I have something that detects the player going left and detects the player going right. Boop, 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 boop. Good morning, RD0007. What up? Sparky Snickle, welcome in. Keeper Top Shot, hope you're having a nice day so far. And so when it detects the player, it sends out a trigger. We don't want that to be the trigger. We want the one with the health component to be the trigger, yeah. So I basically have on each side two detectors. One is going to destroy whatever is on the adjacent or the opposite side, the parallel side. The other is basically saying, oh, okay, platform go up. Platform go up. And so what I'm going to try and do is make it only once, but then it resets. And so if it resets, does the only once still apply? So that's what we're going to try now. And so I can see behind the screens here. It does appear that only once does in fact only work once, even if it destroys itself. So, that being said, We have to keep it consistent. Woke Zombie, welcome in. Hope you're all having a nice day. Feeling like 11s.
Really, on a scale of 1 to 10,
You on 11. If you have emotional damage. Or if you're Woke Zombie. Woke Zombie, will you share your syringe with me? We can all share Woke Zombie syringe. Go to Zine! Welcome in, my friend. So I've made progress here. Except I need the up platform to stop going up after a certain point. And so that's what I was kind of like getting hung up on. But my platforms are doing what I need them to, which is a plus. It's just now they're not turning off. And so that's why I made these extra platforms, is because they're intentionally destroying the opposite triggers on the other side. OG Shakespeare with the raid. Let's go. Caratros, welcome in. How you doing, Caratros? Yo, Merrick's here too. Marley man, how's it going, friends? Thank you so much for the raid there, OG Shakespeare. It's gotta be early for you, bro. But welcome in, everybody. Thanks for the support. Now you get to watch a guy struggle. So a couple things I can share. I have started, or I should say I've kind of begun this chain of platforms, and I kind of set up like a little bit of organization. So basically, these are going up in a certain direction when the game starts, and they turn off when they reach the very tippy top. So they're getting detected by these detectors up here, which is telling it to not only turn off its platform mechanic, but it turns on the next one. And so I'm going to have a chain of platforms here that are all connected to my main platform that is going to be resting underneath my bird. My bird brain. And so you won't be able to see what you can see now. But it's being inconsistent. The main inconsistency here is that it goes up too fast. So I think I need to adjust the down a little bit more. And so I basically started organizing it on this side, but for the sake of testing the mechanic, I have one that is like right next to the player. So I want it to go down faster. Let's see what 2 speed. Yeah, so 2 speed is making him go way too fast down. So we gotta find like that happy medium. And the way the mechanic is set up is like there's always a downward motion. So the player has to go left, right, left, right, left, right in order to give the bird momentum to raise up. And just to see, you know, what it's supposed to look like. Like we have this wall here preventing you from seeing the actual player avatar. But as you can see, I'm still working on that platform mechanic. Mage Mantis, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome in.
Are you having fun, my friend?
I'm having fun. Sumsy with the resub. Thanks, Sumsy. Welcome back, welcome in. You're hot stuff. This guy's a pro, by the way.
This person is.
This person is Nick Skull. It is Nick Skull. What up, Nick Skull? Yeah, Mage Mantis, thank you. Drakusha, welcome in, Drakusha. How you doing? But yeah, we're going to be exploring today a couple things. We might hop into Vox Edit and make some assets, but for now, I want to try and get this platform mechanic working, so I'm going to be adding things as we go. Yeah, Dorkbot's friendly. He knows how to do parkour. Parkour, Dorkbot. He also knows some puns. You know any good puns? Pun? Dorkbot? Darkbot? Dorkbot, pun. Today a girl said she recognized me from the vegetarian club, but I'm sure I never met her before. Dorkbot, ban yourself. You're banned, Dorkbot. These are the type of things you'll see in my stream. Unnecessary doohickeys. But I'm not going to give any of you hickeys. No siree. Okay, so the bird has gravity. It falls onto this platform beneath it. The platform has this downward mechanic. And then it has basically an upward kind of platform that is pushing against that down. I'm going to try some different speeds. But we can see here that it's not turning off fast enough. I basically need like a turn off, turn on. So it's going to turn on the platform and then turn it immediately off. So that way when you're hitting A or D on your keyboard, you'll watch the bird go up just like a smidge, like a fraction of a second. That's the idea. So what I'll do is I'll take a look here, and it's sending out a trigger message when it detects the avatar. That trigger message, I'm going to make a new asset that receives it. And we'll use number pad 3. So much like Codazid, I had made these number pads, and this was my kind of like similar gizmo, and oddly enough, Oddly enough, I made this like the same day he announced it, like he made gizmos, but this was what I was using. So I have number pads.
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Try to take over the world.
And these number pads, I've basically given each a different color and a catalyst, and they all have a number on them. So like you could use them for a variety of things. Great minds think alike, right, Sparky? That's what I'm saying. Woke Zombie, don't spit on me.
Really, on a scale of 1 to 10,
You are an 11. But 97A, welcome in. Welcome. So I'm gonna give it a health component. So what's gonna happen is it's going to send out a trigger message when it detects the player. I am going to tell this new number pad to receive any trigger messages. Correct. So it's going to reset with a very short death delay whenever a trigger message is received. And when it does that, it's sending a trigger specifically to all of my platforms. And I want to give it a very we'll try 0 actually. See how this works. So it's only talking to platforms. I'm gonna save it. And so if I, want to see behind the scenes, I can make this giant wall invisible. Which I'm probably going to publish this giant wall. It took me like a couple hours probably, to set up. But it's basically a backdrop, so I have a sky color, and then you can flip it around. It's like night sky. So right now, if you do AD too fast, the bird ascends too fast. So we don't want that. How big is it in box edit? It is essentially 8 250 times 256 tall, and then 8 times 256. Oh, actually, it's much bigger than that. But I can show you real quick. But yeah, basically I stitched together a bunch of maximum size assets. You still want mine, OG? Okay, so in Vox Edit, there it is. We're going to open up. Now you guys get to watch me struggle to find it real quick. So this is the asset. It's a lot. It's only 864 faces, mind you. But if we zoom out here, like the camera can't even load it if you're too zoomed out. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably like 12 of these tall. And each one of these panels is 256 by 256. So it's a very large asset. Probably the largest I've seen. And what I did was I offset each one of these walls and then parented a new wall to the top of that one. That's all. It took me quite a while to set up. But with our bird here, it has gravity. So we can take a look at it, how it interacts one more time. So when I go left, it's sending out trigger messages. When I go right, it's sending out trigger messages. However, it's not stopping. So ideally, I need it to turn off and on based on a trigger. So what happens if I have trigger set for both the on and the toggle message? It doesn't get any momentum. But I do need it to turn off at some point. So I might even add another platform into the mix. But we'll see. So we'll have trigger A and trigger D. SSK Wolf, welcome in. What's up, dude? So now I'm basically going to have two platforms that each go up, and each one of them will use a different trigger. Those triggers are based on these detectors. So when they're detecting the player, it's basically sending out trigger A and trigger D. So if they're A and D because if you hit the A key, you're activating the one on the left, and if you hit the D on your keyboard, you're activating the one on the right. So I'm going to be testing a bunch of different commands. This one in particular is it's going to reset when trigger D goes out. So again, it's detecting the player, sends out trigger D. Trigger D will also reset it because it's going to have a health component. So this one is going to reset. We'll try a short death delay just to see how it interacts. Then I'm going to duplicate it, send it to the other side. And so each one of these is basically going to have a chain of events, a chain of health events, so that when a message goes out, it's basically destroying this middleman number pad, which when it's destroyed is going to reset the original number pad. So that's the idea I'm going to be playing with. There's no telling if it's going to work. All I can do is, cross my fingers. I need to delete one of these. I actually have too many. So I'll start from scratch with this mechanic. So this one dies when a normal trigger is received. It isn't going to send anything when it dies, it's just resetting. We'll do a 0.1 for testing. And when it detects the player, it's literally going to send out a trigger message to the platform. But that same trigger message is going to be received by this one, which will send out another message back to it, causing it to reset. We have 0.1. I'll add 0.1 to this death delay as well, just to see how it interacts. So all of them are going to have the same exact death delay of 0.1. And the speaker component will have a 0.5. So they all have a death delay of 0.1 and a speaker component of 0.5. And then lastly, I need my platforms to each be responding to a different trigger. So that one's trigger.A. We'll have them at 2 speed. This one's trigger.D. Okay, that's all set up. The last thing I need to do is parent them all together. So we have a down platform and we have an up platform. Up is now going to be parented here. Thank you, Game Maker, for having a terrible hierarchy. So I'm literally just going to grab it, scroll down manually, because Game Maker doesn't want to help. Parent it there. So let's see if it works. We go up, we go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Right now it does not work because it's resetting itself. So now I'm going to swap these two number pads. So basically the reset function is going to be on the opposite side for itself. So now they're going too fast up. I need them to basically toggle off. So right now they're... Oh, okay. That's what happened. They're not toggling. So I want the instant death messages. So again, it's sending out a trigger. That trigger .a is being received by the platform and by this timer that's going to be kind of adjacent. The timer need to get a better look at these. The timer only has a health component. And it has a health component that dies in a 0.1 second. When it dies, it's going to be toggling everything else. Yo, Ross Guru, welcome in. Yeah, Nick Skull, I heard about that. Jamiroquai. I have a couple favorite songs from him. Maybe we'll get some songs in the Game Maker from Jamiroquai. That'd be awesome. So I think my detector is actually detecting too fast. Because, for example, when we go left and right, and then this number pad's dying, when it resets, it's detecting me again. So we don't want that. So we want these number pads on each side to basically reset when we go to the opposite side, to the adjacent side. Or the, I'm sorry, the parallel side. So we'll try having a trigger that activates when we're on the opposite side this time. And I'm going to bump up the death delay. So basically, when we enter into its radius, and it's going to be detect on a 0.5 delay and health on a 0.5 delay. When we're detected, it's sending out trigger.a, which trigger.a is turning on any of our platforms and turning them off. So we're going to have all of the turn-ons and turn-offs using a toggle. So we've got trigger.a, and this one's trigger.d, and it's toggling. Then on this opposite side, when the player is detected with a 0.5 delay, sending out trigger.d. When trigger.d goes out, it's going to be destroying trigger A. And... oh, wait. That's not good. It's gonna be an endless loop if I set it up this way. So I have to have these intermediaries. Yeah, closed loop, pretty much, 9A. That's what I was making. But we don't want a closed loop. That's not what we want. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it just continues to go up. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a consistent way to make these platforms raise. But they need to raise and then immediately turn off. So it's basically the function I'm trying to recreate here. And it needs to be incredibly fast, because the player might go like spamming the buttons. The function I'm trying to make is the platform goes up literally like an inch every time you use A or D. But that, I think, is just overall not able to keep up with the player. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. One thing I can do to change it up is, instead of using health components for my timers, I can use basic platforms. So I'm going to try it. So essentially, I'm going to be making new detectors that are going to be detecting our torch here. So each of these torches are going to be tagged. And so they need to go all the way forward, touching the number pad on the opposite side, and then they return. No sound? Do you mean no sound as in like the game? Can you hear me? I'm just kind of thinking. I'm pretty focused right now, which is good. So each one of these is basically going to turn off and then turn back on once it reaches a number pad. Sounds okay? Cool. Well, Merrick, I'm glad you're worried about me. So this will be torch.d2. So it's going to detect the torch. When the torch arrives, turning off the torch. We do want this to go relatively fast. When it works, I'll definitely break it down, but I'm essentially coming up with new mechanics here for my game. Image welcome. Yeah, 97A. I saw you were having problems with that. Yeah, I've been reading it, 97A. I'm not sure how to help you, honestly. It sounds like it because the way you described it on Discord was you were you had an animated component that wasn't showing up, which is very likely why it is. I would say try with a static image and see if you have any results. But your image welcoming screen didn't seem to be consistent. The camera was shifting. Oh my. Okay, so I believe these are set up correctly. So it basically goes, hits that trigger, comes back, turns itself off. Right now it's not staying off. The speaker is like telling it to stay off. I need the trigger to reactivate.
Savor the misery.
Dave Frog, what up, dude? Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. So it's triggering when the player walks in. Oh, I have only once toggled. Why does that happen? That makes sense. So that off message isn't turning off. And I need it to. So I need to go in here. We'll do auto hide at 0.1. The torch detection range, I'll shrink. So right now it's too little of a delay. So let's try 0.25. So it's turning off too soon now. Heyo, Jayona, welcome in. How it do? Let's try 0.5. So it's detecting the torch and turning off the torch too fast at the moment. So it goes there, comes back, turns off. Goes there, comes back, turns off. And so now I'm going to kind of speed this up. And then I'm going to duplicate it, put it on both sides. Maxi, welcome in. Jayona, welcome in. How's it going, friends? So this is going to be backwards. This will be torch.a1. And then it turns on when the trigger is received. When it reaches this square on the opposite end, it's going to be sending out a trigger, causing it to turn off the platform. And it's going to bounce back, turning off the torch, which allows the function to reset. Save. Looking good. Nice, Maxi. Do we have to submit a video? Maxi, I wouldn't overdo the video. Like, if you are able to, just spend a little bit of time recording yourself playing the game. It's only to demonstrate gameplay. It doesn't have to be like a cinematic trailer. Mm, 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 mm. Text a torch. This is a torch. I need to also have all of these platforms, which I had a good idea with these. I need to give them something to hold on to. It's easy to understand, which I'm just going to use my number pads. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want these to not start moving until the game starts. So they're all going to get a kind of like starting function. I'm going to go ahead and move my walls here, just so they're out of the way. Also, I decided that I don't want them to respawn, so I'm going to be deleting all of my respawn tags, and instead I'm going to literally set up every wave of my pillars. So basically there's no repeating pillars. It's hard to explain, but I know what I'm doing. I say that like I know what I'm doing. Gotta fix my stars. Put them out of the way for now. Just so I can grab other things. So all of these are going to have a toggle. They're going to turn on when the game starts. Did I hit start? So I also want that platform to not turn on until the game starts. That's going to be this one up here. Go ahead and save. That detected entity didn't. Well, Zombie, are you talking about my speakers? So right now it's not turning off. So it's turning off and on repeatedly, which I don't think is bad. That can cause some problems later on. Oh, a glitch in your game with the image welcome. Gotcha. So it's detecting the torch. I think I upped the delay, I guess. Okay. So we're on to something here. save. Loaded your up, and the assets I used were all missing from the inventory. Oh, that's weird, Maxi. I think what's funny is like everyone has a different technical difficulty, you know? So right now, it's not stopping. And I think that's because I'm going too fast. So I need my platform here to keep up. I don't think I need this health component. Like, I don't need it to reset. So I think I'm going to remove the reset function. Got Sand Pillar 1. So I need to name all these correctly. So we got A1. This will be A2. A3. And I should actually... No, this is fine. A4. This will be A5. A6. A7. 8. Anchor pillar A. We're making progress, though, everybody. Progress. But right now, the player can go too fast. That's the main problem. Yeah, Maxi, I hope you get better internet. That's incredibly frustrating, bro. Well, it is 9 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break, play some marbles. If you guys want to play. Thanks for watching, by the way. It's crunch time, so I'm starting to feel the pressure. So this will be a secret race. I'm not going to be too loud about it. Let's try this one. Thanks, OG Shakespeare. I'm glad I can share my journey. So if you guys want to race, exclamation point play. We're taking a break. We'll do 2 marbles races. So hop on in if you want to play. D Electronics, what up? But don't forget, if you win these races, you get a creator coin. Creator coins can be used to cash in for a meme on my stream. Or you can save up 5 of them and get yourself a custom NFT. I should have one of those prepared, huh? Like to just flash on screen. That's a good idea. Glad I thought of it. I go to my exports. Whoa. Transform. Fit to screen. So here's an example of an NFT. This one's Woke Zombies. So if you have 5 creator coins, you can cash in for a custom NFT. Bongali! What up? Woo! Alright, I'm clicking play. Good luck, everybody. Let's get that hype music going. 10 seconds. Very cool. Thanks, Tertros. Yeah, so if you guys want one, 5 creator coins. Alright, here they come, down the pegs. The electronics leading the pack. Yeet. Halfd0rk, look at him go. And he's gone. And Keeper Top Shot's going with me. A never-ending journey. Oh, Jayona, see you later. Looks like we still have D Electronics here in the lead. Nick Skull also plummeting to his death. Ooh, SSK Wolf pulling ahead. Pulling ahead of the pack. The Alpha Wolf. Bongali, now in first place. Finish line's coming quick. Who's gonna make it first? I don't know, this looks to be Bongali's race right now. Unless he gets caught on that corner. I think this one's going to Bongali. Oh, it's gonna be close. But we have our winner. GG's, Bongali! Right, Nick Skull? It can be fun. It's a nice break. Here comes Vox Machina Codazine. Shakespeare, quit taking the scenic route. Get your ass in gear, Shakespeare. No, we'll give him a minute. Default, what up, dude? You want to donate your coin to Keeper Top Shot? What? Keeper Top Shot, did you hear that? Oh, that's kind of you.
Oh, hey! Keeper Top Shot from Twitch.
Keeper Top Shot. That's nice. Let's get a woo for Bongali. Woo! Congrats. So I'll go ahead and write that down though. So Bongali won, but is giving coin to Top Shot. Woo! What? Yeah, Keeper Top Shot's like, what? Too kind. Alright, last race of the day. Let's go to the dojo. Dojo no. Maybe Dojo Cat's gonna be here. You guys ever listen to Dojo Cat? Oh, my jokes are cringe. Yeah, she's great, Woke Zombie. Exclamation point play if you want to get in, everybody. Can you donate another one? If you have more, Bongali. Woke Zombie, even manly men listen to Dojo Cat. Nani? Bongali giving another one? Both of them to keep her top shot? Do you guys know each other? Alright, good luck, everybody. Look for your name. What's your name? What's your number? Gotta fall down these little holes here. Then you land on the second tier of the dojo. I like how there's a giant marble in the middle. Okay, first getting spit out is Merrick, followed by OG Shakespeare. Halfd0rk coming in first. Not yet. Eventually. Yay! 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 I had my own custom sound effects. Boing! 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 Oh, VOX pulling ahead of the pack. That's a yay from V. Followed by the swirl here. Ooh. Oh, Wicked now leading. Oh, this part, it's all about momentum here. Oh, Shakespeare, goodbye. Sayonara. Vox Machina, goodbye. So this is our ghost ball, which I think I could turn off. But that shows you who the current time leader is. The real V is likely not here anymore. I think she jumped off. But Merrick is currently in the lead here. Let's see it, Merrick. Don't mess up now. Oh, okay, that's the opposite of messing up right there. Down the steps of destiny and into the pit of dismay. Winner! Congratulations, Merrick, on that big old W. I think I have your code. So Merrick, I don't think you've won one from me yet, so I'm going to send you a creator coin form real quick. Mr. Merrick Mark. I've just sent you a whisper. Go ahead and fill that out with your Matic address. And I will send you a coin in 1 to 2 business days. GG's! Alright, thanks everybody for playing. That's all you get. No more free stuff. Let's see who's on the leaderboard here. It looks like Panda Pop still has the most points. Wait, no. Just wins. Points goes to RD. Followed by Woke Zombie, Nervex, VVox, SSK Wolf. GG's! Alright, back to business. So we're starting a trigger. The torch isn't quite noticing, isn't quite turning off fast enough. So we need to tweak these detectors a bit. So right now it's noticing me too fast. So I'm gonna try a higher delay here. Alright, back to normal music. Might even try some ambiance. You guys like ambiance? See if we vibe with it. Work, work, work. Oh, no worries, Mr. Merrick. And thank you very much. There's a Transformer contest? Ooh, we should take a look at that. So a new contest here. Mech Attack. Can I zoom in on Discord? No, it doesn't look like it. Maximum size of 128. Strict 5,000 faces. Required animations. From a vehicle of any kind to a mech of any kind. Interesting choice of art here. So how long do we have? So the top 3 builders are eligible for the next Sandbox drop. 31st of May, so we have roughly 11, 12 days. Cool. Very cool. That sounds fun. I kind of want to participate in this one. Can you send a link? Yeah, I think I can invite you to this Discord. This is for the Sandstorm Discord. Also, if you want to join my Discord, you can. I actually haven't been very consistent on sending out invites for my Discord. Okay, I need faster music. Okay. So right now, if we get detected, and we go left to right here, sending my bird too high. My bird is getting too high. But if you go too high, you essentially take damage from these platforms here, causing you to lose the game. So you can't go too high. Or you lose. That's the idea. But we can see those platforms in the back. They're supposed to be turning off and on. That way our bird is literally like getting jumps of air. And so that's what I'm trying to solve right now, is making it to where the player can spam the buttons. But right now, it's not being very consistent. So now I'm just kind of like tweaking all the numbers. Because I think my mechanic works right now. It's just I haven't found that sweet spot yet. So I think what I want is for my triggers to be adjusted. So let's try a new trigger. We'll try trigger A1. So when the torch reaches it, that's what's causing my platform to go up. So I'm going to change up a few things. I think I've actually messed things up a little bit here. Want trigger.A1. So it's going to turn it on, and then when the torch reaches this point, it's going to turn it off. How's the pupper? Maxie, she has too much energy. Way too much energy. 5,000 sand to the winter bone galley. I don't think that's right. I thought it was only 1,500. It's a total prize pool of 5,000. First place only gets 1,500. Just to clarify. So the torch is turning on when trigger.A goes out, but then it automatically turns off. Let's try this. So right now it's turning itself off and on. So it turns on with trigger.A. Trigger.A needs to have a bit of a delay. Great, so he's not moving. If I stand here, he will continually go up. We do not want
What's up,
that.
Halfd0rk? How are you doing today?
What's up,
Joining us in
D-Electronics?
the chat.
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So I think we do want the toggle. That's good. I'm pretty focused today, which I think is a good thing. I feel the crunch time, the crunch mode. So I don't want this to be on for as long as it is. I need to move my detectors here closer so it turns the torch off. However, the torch is not currently turning off fast enough. Let's change it to a 3 detection and then auto hide 0.25. We'll do 3 detection, auto hide 0.25. I think I have to rework this mechanic. Trigger A. This one's trigger D. This one's sending out trigger.A1, which is supposed to turn it off. All right, now I have too much going on. I wish there was a way to like reverse this, so it's like you could go one direction and then when you turn it off it was going the other direction, which I guess I can do, but it's going, I can do that. So right now they're not turning off. Sounds good, Sparky. Okay. -1 lurker. So I need the trigger.A1 to be going out, which is this one, which should turn off my stuff. I'm going to set the delay to 0. Okay, we're actually seeing some good progress now, because I adjusted the delays. We want to up the speed now. My bird is having a heart attack here. Let's try adding a basin for the bird to rest in. Lurk to unlurk. I don't know why it goes negative with the first one. And if you've essentially done a lurk in the past, like it remembers that. Kind of annoying. I should try and fix that, but literally I just copy pasted that stuff. So we want this to be in the overgrown, right? Like that. Now it's going too fast. That's going too slow. Okay. Thanks, Maxi. Thank you, Maxi, for the bits. 9:30. We got about 30 minutes left in the stream. I'm trying to get this platform mechanic work. This is literally the only mechanic that matters in my game. And so I need to get this right. This honestly could be like the bulk of my weekend, too. Everything else is, I mean, like, relatively done. And I say that with a pinch of salt. Trigger.A is supposed to toggle my torch here. It needs to only be a toggle, because that way it turns it off and on if I'm staying on the platform. When I enter into this range, which we can reduce the range here. Try 1.5. Welcome back, Caratros. You're on a block building spree. Nice, Caratros. Game maker issues? Ooh, Maxi, that's not comforting. Tell me something comforting, Maxi. 978, yes. 100% save. Totally gone. Oh yeah, 97A, that has happened to me a lot. Very often, in fact. That's probably the bulk of my crashes. Whenever I parent something, if I reparent it to something else, it crashes the game maker. I've learned the hard way at least a dozen times. Save, save, save. Agreed. So right now the platforms aren't turning off. Why isn't it turning off? So these are supposed to turn off on trigger.a1. Trigger.a1 is supposed to be this here. That's torch.a1. Did I have the wrong message on both of them? Or maybe just one of them? Torch.d1. So that's turning off the torch. Where does trigger.a1 go out? Trigger.a1 is when these are interacted with. So when the torch approaches that one. So the torch needs to turn on. This might be stupid. I didn't finish that thought, but this might be stupid. Hear me out. Just listen. What if I have an asset spawner on my torch that is spitting projectiles towards a detector? So it's every time a projectile hits the detector, it's sending that off message. Right now I'm using a platform mechanic to go left and right. I actually like this idea. I'm going to try it. V, don't turn me off and on. That's not nice. You're on, turn off, and trigger. Yes and no, V? I think what I'm trying to do, because right now, let's just demonstrate it. My platforms, which you can see behind the player, this is why I have the camera set up the way it is. If I am constantly like going left and right, they're going to keep going up. But I can send these projectiles now that will continually turn them off. The message is that it turn off and trigger. So the delay is causing the player to be inside this radius. Oh, Control Z is not working. Great. So I'll do a quick reset. So the delay is not consistent. If the player is on one side and doesn't go left to right. So the way my game is assuming is that the player is going to be spamming left and right. But what I'm also trying to kind of navigate is what if the player just stays on one side? If the player just stays on one side, the bird needs to just start dropping. So it's kind of like I'm trying to hit two birds with one stone, pun intended. So I'm trying to, like, as I'm troubleshooting, kind of prevent that. Darkbot, now is not the time for puns. So yeah, I'll take a double check V at the messages. But I kind of want to try this projectile idea. I think that's a relatively good idea. Punny. We're pun people here, Sparky. We dole out the punishment. We say rabbits, not birds? Really? Carotros, they're like flying rabbits? Okay, Control Z's back and working. So I want to spit out an asset. So what asset am I going to use for that? We'll use a ball. So here's what will happen. We're going to have an asset that spits another one on top of itself, but it's going to be aimed in a way. Another one. I guess my torch can act as the asset spawner just for this. So it's going to be creating an asset spawner on top of this ball, spitting out another ball in that same direction. So we'll do 1, 0. There's no telling if this is going to work, but I am curious. So it's going to be triggering. So it's spitting out a ball. It doesn't need a behavior. It does need health, so I can remove them. Actually, I can use a plant behavior. I think a plant behavior will actually be a little bit more consistent. And then I'm going to have a message broadcaster, which I like to use this torch. No, not the torch, the lamp. That acts as my message broadcasters. So like at first glance, I can be like, oh, this asset is the detector, and this asset is my message broadcaster. Instead of having like 6 different number pads, you know? So that's kind of what I did here. I have this asset which detects the player starting the game. This is my asker behavior, so I used a sign for my asker behavior. And then finally, I have a message broadcaster that kills this same detector. So here's the idea. We're going to have a message broadcaster that sends out a kill message specifically to any balls in this range. And it's going to do that whenever the trigger message is sent out. And so we want both trigger.a1 and trigger.d1. So essentially, when the ball is detected, then it's going to kill the ball. Lastly, I think I'm going to add another layer here. Heyo! Pineapple, poodle pen. What up? Pineapple, poodle pen. My OCD's like, hey, you can't just leave this platform like that. So these balls are going to be spit out and then detected by the message broadcaster sending out a kill message. The kill message is only going to be tagged at the balls when those detectors go out. We can reduce the radius just by a little bit. So it's spitting out a ball in that direction. This ball here is going to kind of push it forward just based on collisions. We do need to give the ball gravity. So physics, collisions, and gravity. And then lastly, it's spawning them whenever the trigger goes out. So trigger.a for this side. And the opposite side is going to be trigger.d. What up? Oh, I see, Characters. Kill 2 rabbits with 1 stone. That makes sense. Well, Pineapple Poodle Pen, thank you for asking. We're making a platform mechanic that turns itself off whenever a particular message is being sent out. I'm currently trying to make a kind of like cannon effect that when a ball hits a detector, so basically this number pad is going to detect a ball.
What's up, Halfd0rk? How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Joining us in the chat.
Thanks for asking. So the balls are getting spit out. And detected by these number pads. And when it does get detected, it's going to stop my platforms in air. So it's detecting a ball. We want a very short delay. I'm doing 0.1. It's sending out trigger.d1 and trigger.a1, which turns off our platforms. Okay. So now we're going to recreate the same thing. And in fact, I'm just going to duplicate it. So we torch a spawner. This one will be torch D spawner. So again, I'm labeling them A and D because those are the buttons the player is going to be spamming. Yeah, pineapple, pen. It does, in fact, like this is something I learned too. It does record the correct number, even though the UI says, oh, you mean 0, right? So even though the UI is like, hey, let me fix that for you, it does in fact record whatever decimal you put in. And this was something I learned in Cyber Dragon stream. So right now it's not spitting the balls. So we need to tweak that. We want to look at this, our torches, and we can see that it is kind of spawning outside of the ball. So what we'll do is we'll input this ball right here. And I'm also going to put one in front of this torch. And so essentially, by putting it inside of this blue kind of square, the trajectory is supposed to spit them forward. So it's spitting them out, but not forward. So I'm going to try tilting it. And then I'm also going to use a different asset. The ball might not have the correct collision on it. We'll try a number pad instead. It's just kind of like plopping the ball out. I think I need an extra number pad. Like several. Just to get that kind of like projectile effect. So just curious, trigger for A is at on and off, but the D is at on and toggle. Let's take a look. So trigger dot A.A1. Trigger is dot D and D1. Is that what you mean with those platforms? And then over here, those are the only toggles I have in this current kind of equation. A good looking out V. If you wanted me to click on a different asset, just say so. So it's just spitting the ball out. How come it's not getting any momentum? Here's another idea. V, did I answer what you were asking for? Why is it taking so long to spawn the ball either? There it goes. It actually detected it at that time. But it's not spawning it very fast, so I want to adjust the spawn timer. The balls are in fact spawning with gravity. Collisions plus gravity. Delay between spawn. Can I do a negative number here? No. Nice. Control Z's broken again. Perfect. I wonder what breaks it. Well, now it's working. But V, was that what you were asking about? Was that specific toggle? So I do need to make like a small box around my bird, because the bird actually has gravity. So it's going to be like a kind of a cage of sorts. Harmony. So I'm looking for the balls. The balls aren't spawning right now. So I see it spawn right there. And now my bird is like freaking the flip out. Do my torches have like a toggle on them? Is that why? So my torches have toggles. Maybe that's what View is talking about. True. Okay. So I don't think the torches needed toggles. Instead, the torches need to be turned on and left on. So that's probably why. So I think V, if that's what you're talking about, thank you. Great. Now the balls are being spit out. Fantastic. Also, O24, what up, dude? Welcome in. Well, V, I think it only took an extra couple minutes, but we figured it out together. Congrats on the balls. Thank you. Okay. So my bird is constantly going up, which is not what we want. And my spawner is not getting the momentum. One of which was working, but we needed to be consistent here. So this one isn't even spawning them. Let's take a look. So it's waiting for trigger D when it spits out a ball. Okay. So why aren't you spitting out a ball? It's sending out trigger D on a 0.3 delay, which is going directly to this torch. The torch is then spitting out a ball that has collisions and gravity on that message. We'll give it a delay of 0.25. Over here. We have the same thing, a torch, ball, 0.25. And then we're also detecting at 0.25. So it's making the balls. But the right side is not making the balls. So why isn't the right side? Okay, there it made a ball. I don't think I was close enough. That is not what I want. But it is a step in the right direction. Oh, I see, V. Gotcha. Forgot to place a bet. Free play! Yeah, it's just a skirmish. Just a skirmish, guys. So right now they're going too fast. Let's see, what do we have? Let's up the speed on this one. Well, it's almost that time, everybody. Don't want to delay here. Man, this is making my bird freak out. It's all like something from an anime. My ice cream is stronger than your carrot. Rip. Who's target 30? Dorkbot, what are you talking about? Dorkbot, explain yourself. So right now it's detecting me too soon. Now it's not turning off, so the ball isn't going far enough. You know what I can do? I don't know why I'm... okay. This is actually kind of funny. Thank you. Saving. Thank you, Merrick. I can just spawn the ball on top of the detector. I'm over here trying to make like a projectile system, but I could just spawn it on top. And then it just falls on top of it. So, see? I can literally spawn it on top of my detector. And I'm like, oh, I gotta spit the ball right at it. Yeah, betting's probably borked. Broketed. Borked is the correct answer. Okay. Progress. Progress is good. I like progress. Don't you? Let's try 1.5. And then with this one, we want it to be 1. But we need these platforms to stop. We have to make them stop. I'm gonna try flipping the triggers here. There's no telling if that's gonna work. I want to try it anyway. So here's the current problem. The platforms are continually going up, and it's not going faster. So I'm supposed to descend. So it is 10 o'clock. I don't know if I've hit a flow yet. I had a good flow earlier this morning, but basically all of that work I've kind of scrapped. I think I need like a trigger. Let's try trigger D1. I'm gonna just remove the others. We're just testing things. Testing. I don't know why it's like spitting them out now. Now it wants to spit them out. What happens if I remove the delay? So I added a 0.25 delay to everything. Let's just see what happens if I just remove that. What is the bird colliding with? Is there something hitting it? Is this cloud hitting it? So these are basically to prevent the player from like cheating. Oh, what's this one do? Finish him. Oh, Merrick, have yourself a nice day. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I think it's night for you, huh? Enjoy your evening. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm gonna be checking to see if anybody's streaming right now. Nobody really seems to be. Might keep going. So the platforms need to stop. Right now they're not stopping. So what if I have a new mechanic here, adding into the fray, that will turn off these on a loop. So this will be trigger.d.off. This one will be trigger.a.off. So each one of these is going to have a detector. Trigger.d.off. So when the platform reaches it, which blue is a very bad color choice here. Green is also a pretty bad choice. Let's dance! Sparky, you're gonna make an Optimus Prime? True, that is good practice. I mean, that's gonna be the inspiration for most people. I kinda wanna make something funny. My first thought is making like a lawnmower that transforms, but that's only because I'm thinking about Maddox's game right now. That's like the first thing that came to mind for like a machine that transforms. Might be fun. I'm gonna remove some of these extra platforms here, just so my mind can like wrap my head around like what's happening. Is that correct? Looks good. Okay, so this is going to have a platform mechanic. It's going to be going 10, -10, 0. So it's going to be going left and right. It needs trigger.carpet. So each of these detectors is waiting for trigger.carpet. It's spitting out that message that turns off my platforms. So this one's going to be turning off trigger D off. I'll go ahead and duplicate it, delete the other one, put it on top. This will be trigger.A off. And then both of my orange carpets here are waiting for that off message. And to seal the deal, instead of a trigger or instead of a toggle message, we're going to use that A1 to turn it on only. Did I just... How did I do that? How did I do this? Oh. What? I don't know how I did that. I think I just hit R on accident. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm flipping out, man. Okay, last thing is this needs a 0 wait duration. I also might want a faster object. Like, what is the fastest object I have? But this might be kind of dumb. But I'm going to give a character a basic platform. And it's going 10. So he's going to be trigger.carpet. Remove that. And then both of my detectors need to have a delay of 0.1. Save it. Yeah, something different. Transformer contest. Yeah, Pineapple Pen. It just came out. Are you part of the Sandstorm Discord, Pineapple Pen, Apple Poodle Pen? Check it out. So, this is going to be until May 31st, but you need to make a transforming mech asset from a vehicle of any kind into a mech of any kind. And it needs 7 animations. I think that's the big deal. But if you would like to join this Discord, here's a link. I don't know if you're in it. But that sounds fun. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, 7 custom animations is a lot. But, I don't know. Adds to it, I think. So last thing is I need speed to have a 0-second wait duration. Look at speed go in the background. Huh. This might actually be working. Never mind. Never mind. So right now it's consistently rising because I'm getting detected. Let's try 4. So my platforms are constantly going up. They need to be not going at all. Yeah, O24's been killing it with his mechs. Animation is part of the process, O24, because people want to use it in the game. I think you'll make something cool. But I don't think they've, they've judged on animation before. They've only been judging, you know, like on the box asset. So I think this might be one of the first times they're judging on the animation based. I say that, but I think presentation, everyone's already kind of been doing animations anyway. And yes, a good presentation will set you apart. So here's the problem. If I just stand still on one side, it's going to continually raise me. I don't want that. I do not want. Also, my bird is getting caught on these obstacles. So what I need to do is remove the collisions from all of them. For now. Momentum! Give me momentum! So I need these to go a little bit faster. Let's try it. bird is not going up because this one's not detecting me. Now they're consistently detecting me. Do. Excuse me. Yeah, presentation should be the least important, you say. They're judging voxel art, not video bells and whistles. I agree with that. But what about animation? I know they haven't really talked much about animation, I think, for these projects. So this is one of the first projects where it's like, hey, we want, 7 animations. I think this is the first time they've specifically said, hey, we want this animation, So I think that's a first. My OCD's kicking in. Give it away now. Looks good. So right now it's constantly going up because I'm being detected. So I need to adjust these again. Now it's not even noticing me. Notice me, senpai. Trigger. I'm gonna make another speed here. That goes the opposite direction. Guys, this is progress. This is actual progress now. Damn it. Damn it! Trigger.A1. So we want a delay. Let's try a 1 second delay. Trigger. Well, now he's not going up fast enough. Let's try 3. We can't make this too fast because we're going to run out of steam. And now he's going too fast. Let's try 2. And this one can be 2.5. Yeah, my platforms aren't even going up now. Yeah, Sparky, that was nice how Sandstorm presented them. O24, have you done a Sandstorm contest yet? Are you on their Discord, O24? Like a nice environment for showcasing? Yeah. I mean, all we have right now is pretty much the marketplace. So, like, if we were to find an asset in the marketplace, it's got that 3D that viewer, which is nice. You are in it. Okay, well, O24, are you gonna compete? This actually might be the first one I compete in too. I've been so focused on like Game Maker that I haven't really done much with Sandstorm. But this is probably the best thing we have to a model viewer, is the Sandstorm, or the Sandbox marketplace. Which I think still counts with what you guys are talking about. A display case, as Pineapple Pen says. So we need to see these platforms go up literally a hair. So every time I go left and right, they need to go up a hair. The platforms are in the back so that we can see them. Cyber Dragon! Cyber Dragon, I'm enjoying the struggle. I might look frustrated. But this is, you know, part of the fun. Is trying to figure it out. Because I know I'm going to get that sweet, sweet serotonin when it hits. It's just stockpiling. Was it serotonin or dopamine? A little bit of both, huh? Or is it copamine? Which one do I want? Woohoo! Hey, go west, what up? Woohoo, go west.
Let's get excited.
Dopatonin. Copamine. Yeah, O24, that's like the current meme. Meme. Oh, get it? Mean? That's the current meme. Dave Sutton, IRL, what's up? Thanks for the follow, bro. Hopium. Now we're talking Cyber Dragon. Dave Sutton, welcome in. If you have questions about Game Maker, I'm here for it. I've been focused on this project, and so what I'm trying to do is make like a Flappy Bird clone. Skadoosh. Thanks for skadooshin'. So here is like the proof of concept here, is I basically have like this wall that prevents you from seeing behind the scenes. So you start the game, the pillars don't start moving yet. When you hit start, the pillars are moving left to right. If the bird collides with any of them, it takes damage. Right now, I'm trying to get it to where every time the player spams A and D, the bird is supposed to go up and down, but it's not consistent enough right now.
Why didn't I think of that?
Why didn't I think of that? But I've tested a couple things. I feel like I'm getting close. Cyber Dragon, did you just get your wisdom teeth removed? I know that like knocks you out, dude. Dave, you're brand new. Nice to meet you too, man. And welcome in. All this weekend, I will be working on this particular game, but I also spent some time in Vox Edit, so making assets. But right now I'm trying to connect the dots and make my bird jump up and down. And so right now, if we were to take a look at what's going on behind the scenes, there are detectors that notice when I go left to right. When I go left to right, it's spawning a ball. The ball spawns on a new detector, which causes these platforms to go up and down. I think I need to adjust the speed of these guys in the back, because they're not allowing my bird to go up fast enough. Parkour? Don't throw away the computer, O24. Let's go ahead and save before the Game Maker crashes. Did the music go away? Oh, for Tipsy? Oh, check this out, O24. If you have the Tipsy emote, it'll spawn Tipsy. Or if you click the same tipsy channel point, it does the same thing. But it's also randomized. So eventually, you'll get to pick one of them. So it'll pick one of the two. We're gonna make more. More! Thank you, 24. Sparky! Cashing in on a creator coin. Thank you, Sparky.
And I love you, random citizen.
And I love you! Congratulations. Guys, I play video games, I promise.
I play video games. I
Well,
promise.
excellent
I'm just
stuff.
I'm just.
Hey, we know that guy. So what is happening here? My platforms are in fact going up and down. However, I don't think speed here is giving them enough time. So I'm going to test a few things here. I'm going to adjust them. And then I'm also going to give them a slightly higher wait duration. And I'm going to make my detectors... Oh, wait, they're already pretty small. Mine. So right now, I don't see in the background, these aren't activating. Oh wait, yeah, they are. They're activating. We want them to show up for a second. This one's not detecting. Yeah, it is. Why is it taking so long? This one's activating properly. Actually, neither of them are activating properly. They're not consistently activating. Why is this? Let's try a shorter delay. Maybe improve the detection range as well. Okay. He be stimulating. Do it. Thanks, OG. So basically, I need to have a carpet inside as well that prevents the player from going back and forth. But I don't have to add this until the game's like ready to go. So that way I can't leave like this little square. Ah. What am I missing? Oh, I can remove these, I think. I don't need these. So it is worth noting that because my platforms are connected, it's actually causing the one on the left to go faster than the one on the right, which can cause some serious problems, because that means if you do in quick succession, which is like the whole point of the game, it causes him to ascend too fast. But what I can do is I can make one of these platforms go slower, which it looks like I was testing kind of subconsciously. Heyo, T6, what up, dude? Welcome in. Archer Flu, how's it going? So I think I need to revisit this, and so I will. I'm just looking to see if anybody else is streaming right now. If not, we'll keep going. I think it looks like it's just me for now. If anybody else wants to boot up their stream, let us know.
You may be worthy of that. Do not prove me wrong.
24, thanks for the bits, boo. Thanks for the bits, boo. Do you guys want to see what I was working on? I'll show you real quick. So I was using a asset that hides all of its voxels inside of one like particular like space. So it's one voxel. However, that one voxel has like 24 voxels inside of it. So that's the idle. So I've begun to make letters, so it's going to be a font. So basically it's going to spit out different fonts. And then it basically has like a drop shadow. So I was probably going to make a variation of this to where like you'll have a drop shadow with black and you'll have a drop shadow with white. So like if I bring this in front and then the drop shadow, I would adjust it to where it's kind of like just beneath and below it. Like so. And it's pretty simple. Halfd0rk. Thanks, guys. I'm not quitting meow, Sparky. But yeah, it'll probably be uppercase and lowercase. And so that's a work in progress. That'll probably be one of the assets I sell. But one thing I wanted to make was a night version of my pillars. These pillars, as you saw in my game, kind of go left to right. So I'm going to make a variation of these. So let's go ahead and save this one. I'll make a new one. So we want our sand column. So we'll do sand underscore column night. I need to decide on better naming conventions. Like, I'm all over the place when it comes to naming conventions. Like that. We'll import it. Oh wait, that's not even the right one. Pillar. So we'll file, save as. Make sure we use the same name at least. I'll delete that. This will be pillar night. So we'll have pillar day and pillar night. And bold and italic? That's an idea, 9A. Thanks, V. Will buy for sure. Thanks, OG. OG, by the way, if you guys didn't know, he is in the Creator Fund. OG Shakespeare's in the Creator Fund. And he made a beautiful arcade system, which I think I have it in my inventory. Let me take a look at it real quick. Classic arcade made by Shakespeare. Space Duh. So OG Shakespeare make this. And it has animations. I'm a fan. I actually bought it before I met OG. Like before I knew he was on Twitch. Alright, so we have our night version. What I'm going to do, and this is going to be incredibly simple. This is something you might want to kind of pay attention to. Yes or no, maybe so. But we have a palette here. We basically have 3 colors. What I'm going to do is make a night version. So I'm going to find a cool kind of like dark brown. And then I'm going to add some neon. Let's do like a purple. And we're going to do like a neon blue. And it looks like I have a 4th color I get to use. So this is going to be like my night version of the sand. And I might... Mine. What I might do is I'll have like a power-up. And this is just me kind of like brainstorming. But I might have a power-up that's like a magic mushroom. And that's what activates night mode. It's kind of dumb. But also very cool. Or maybe it'll just be all blue. I like the all blue actually. Looks kind of cool. And so with this, I'm now going to save the palette. This will be inside of this new night folder. So this will be night palette. So I'm saving the palette. This is the important bit. Save. And now I can go into each one of these and literally just load that same palette. And it'll save me a lot of work. And we just load it, leave, load it, leave, load it, leave. Load it, leave, load it, leave. Very cool. Almost sounded like Barney. Is that a compliment? I don't know, Nane. Night looks awesome, right? 024. So it's kind of like, isn't there like a beach that has something like this where there's like, okay, let me see if I can find it before I start just spitting out nonsense. Night beach, neon sand. So this is kind of the effect I want to go for. So it's like night is gonna hit. That's not it. That's not it either. What? This will work. So here's the effect. So something like this. It's kind of like simulating this neon glowing blue, glow in the dark beach. Bioluminescent waves. Mine. Algae. Incandescent sand. Dave knows what's up. Yeah, from Life of Pi. Good reference there, 024. So yeah, that's kind of the idea we're going to be playing with. But yeah, like the main thing I wanted you all to take away from that is like swapping palettes can simplify your work and give you tons of variations in your already created assets. So let's say like I had a spider that I made using the template, and then I picked out all the colors. Then I can literally just kind of swap out the palette and I have a completely new spider that's already ready to go. I think there's a way to like swap out the palette by default. As in like I could just go into my Windows Explorer and do it. That looks pretty cool. It's It's a work in progress. Like, some of these are a little bit too busy, as they would say. Like, there's too much going on. Like, it could use a little bit more subtlety. Like that. A little bit more subtle like that. V made the the waves that I was using. Thanks, V. Yeah, I like this one a little bit more. That's purty. That's real purty.
You may be worthy of that. Do not prove me wrong.
24 with the bits. Thanks, 24. 24/7. Dude, when Touche read your name and was immediately like, oh, that's gold, right? That blew my mind, 24K. Your name means gold. Like 24 karat gold? I didn't even consider that until Touche said that. So I like this palette. I'm going to go ahead and save it, resaving it. And so now that I've saved it, if I were to go into any other of my sand pages, we can see it has the old palette. What I was thinking about is, like, is there a way, like, in my Windows folder to just swap that out? Like, the default palette that my asset's using? And I think the answer is no. But I was just kind of, like, thinking out loud, like, hey, can I just skip a step? And I don't think I can. So basically, the palette is saved inside of each one of these Vox assets. And so I do have to manually swap it out. But at least I can load the one that I save. And then I know I made junk food assets yesterday morning, but I think instead of junk food, I'm going to have coins. But they're going to be loosely based on the Sandbox. And by loosely, I mean they're basically going to be Sandbox. So I think we're going to make those before we call it a day today. But I really like this pillar. The pillar turned out great. So we'll go ahead and save that. Wait, did I save it? I don't think I... Did I not save it? I think I just hit no on accident. That's hilarious. I'm going to clip that and see. That's cringe, buddy. The pillar turned out great. Go ahead and save that. I did save it. I clicked yes. Go ahead and save that. Okay, well here it is. I think it just wasn't opened properly. 24's dancing over here. Yes, T6. I do in fact have a Discord. I would love for you to join it. And that goes for anyone here. Thanks for wanting. Here's my Discord. Yeah, Sparky, I actually haven't worked much in Magicka, but I have seen other people use it. Well, welcome in everybody to my Discord. Thank you. So I'm going to make a coin. And that coin needs to have a controller node. We're going to make a new one. This will be sand coin. Why is my spelling so bad? Rename sand coin. And so we're going to start with a shape. It's going to be 3 blocks wide. Go ahead and crop it. And now we're going to go ahead and start trimming it. And because it's going to be round, we can use the mirrored axis here. So I'm going to begin to cut it out. Try and make a circle as best as I can. We can even do the y-axis as well, I think. How to circle. Save. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, I'll save. Like right now it's more diagonal, which I don't hate. I don't hate this. All right, let's go ahead and give it a twirl. And obviously I'm not done with it. It's kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. So we're going to twirl it 180.1. And then we'll go back a frame. It's going to be 180 or 179.9. I might tweak it even more. We'll do like 179.7. Try and do some mental math here. So that's 75.9. So this will be like 180.9. Yeah, it looks pretty natural. Probably one of the hardest principles, yeah, is certain shapes. Spheres and circles, a lot of people have cheated. And let me just give you an example of a cheat. This was what I did for the Vox Edit contest for... How long ago was that? Was that in April? Monochrome, yeah. So I can just open this real quick. So, round cylinders. This is a cheat. We have essentially like 30 plus squares that are all rotated by about 5 degrees to create this cylinder-like effect. So these are like long rectangles that are constantly being spun. Sparky, you're right. Cheat is the wrong word. It's not cheating. In fact, I highly recommend it. It creates good style. Sparky, I'm just not good at it. That's why. That's why I say it's cheating. Hey, Archiflu. But yeah, I personally need to get better at my Vox editing. I personally, and many of you know this about me, I just prefer the Game Maker. So like, that's where I spend most of my time as Game Maker. Of course, Dave. I hope you get to share some of your creations with us. If you do, tag me on Twitter. Yeah, spheres are great. So my coin here, we're still kind of tweaking. In fact, I might give it a little bit more depth. Like so. I'm not done with it. Not yet. So how can I enhance this circle here? And I do want to make it more circular. Circular. More sucralose. I need like a reference image, I think. I'll put this up on screen. Okay. So we're gonna try and make this exact to this image here. So we've got 6 across, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then we go 1 down. 1, 2. That I've already messed up. What did I do wrong? So we got 1, 2 down. 1, 2 down. 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. I guess my circle is already smaller than average. Magic of Voxel is good for this. You're right. I'll just leave it at that, Cyber Dragon. Maybe we can open up Magic of Voxel here. And we'll get some good practice in. You're not wrong. So we can make a shape. Let's do an ellipsoid. Nice. Already done. So, erasing. I want to just erase all of it, except for, like, the circle part. Which I guess I could just export this and just use this as a base. How can I shrink this? Like, which circle do I want to use? How about that question? Scale? I like how everybody's chiming in. Thanks, guys. You can tell I'm kind of new to using Magic Voxel. Make 1 times voxel thick and create a cylinder, says Caratros. That's an idea. I think we'll play with that. Delete! Goodbye. So, 1 times voxel thick. So where do I change the thickness? What's up? One times voxel thick, 1 times voxel thick. Is it in the scale? Here's the scale. Let's try 1. Am I doing it wrong? You can just remove faces now? I think that's probably what I'll do, is I can just export this. So I'm going to export this to my Vox edit folder. Yeah, ditch this monstrosity. We'll import the Vox. Wait, I don't see it. We'll save it. Then I'm going to duplicate it. So we'll do face, circle face. So my circle face 1, I'm going to just play around with it. We want it to be a coin, so it's going to be smaller than average. So yeah, I've just kind of shrunk the size here. And now I'm going to change the color. We're going to find, you know, a relatively sandbox color of blue. Which, that looks pretty nice. I'll go ahead and save it. And in my coin, I'm going to go ahead and unlink this one. And instead make 2 childs. Probably 3 in the end. This will be the base. This would be circle rim. I want this to look kind of iconic, so I'm going to play around with this a bit. I'm going to remove some of it, and then remove the inner perimeter here. So to do that, I'm going to kind of draw in the inside here. And then I'm just going to remove. I'll make this one white with a glow. Save it. And then I'll give it a rim. Pull it out like that. That actually looks kind of nice. I kind of look like I know what I'm doing, huh, guys? We'll duplicate it. So the rim 2. Put it on the opposite side. Circle face. Maxi, don't tell on me. Don't tell on me. Top right, you see 40, 40, 40. Change that. What's wrong with my circle face? Circle square. No, I'm just trolling. So obviously I can change this, but I just kind of like cut it in half like that. How low can we go? I say, how low can we go? The 40s are old news. Well, now I'm going to make an S. So let's salvage what I've already made. And crop it, shrink it. Do it better, faster, stronger. And we're going to not do that. What do S's look like? Huh? Needs more faces. Wait. Seven. I hate it. I love it. I hate that I love it. That's worse. That's worse. That's better. Let's go ahead and put it on our coin. This will be the S1. Am I gonna get in trouble for making Sandbox coins? It's a good starting point, I'd say. Don't sue me, Sandbox. Let's try and give it some depth. Give it a little Johnny depth over here. Will defend you. Thanks, Vox. I'm not gonna. Halfd0rk coins? Oh, go west. There's too much pressure. Because then what if it's bad? And you're all like, I don't want this, Halfd0rk. I'm like, but I worked so hard. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's true, you did make Go West coins. I want to go West coin. Dude, I want to if every one of you make a coin, I want to have like a coin collection, you know? And then I can like put that in my social hub when that comes around. Let's give this like a blue tinge.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. Broccoli, what up, dude? First time here? Well, welcome in, Broccoli. Generally, I have ended streams around like 10 a.m. my time, but I've gone longer today because nobody else was streaming, and I'm here to please. But yeah, welcome in, Broccoli. How's it doing? I plan on having a 12-hour stream this weekend. Yeah, O24, let's see that gold coin, bro. Goblin coin? Yes, Vox Machina. Gimme, gimme. So I like the depth that I totally did on purpose. That kind of adds this kind of like new layer to it. Go West, I said so many nice things about you. And yeah, Broccoli, like, as soon as I read his name like that, it blew my mind. So Broccoli, it's amazing. So with our rim here, I'm also going to do the same thing, adding that kind of like subtle depth. We'll kind of make it even more subtle. 8B, 9B, 99. 8B, 9B, 99. Eight B, 9B, 99 with a glow. And I'm gonna trim a bit of this. Trim that fat, trim that fat. And now I'm just gonna sporadically add a little bit of color on the inside pixels. Which I've already forgotten which ones those were. Save. Looking good, looking good. Styling, styling. So we'll go and duplicate this. This will be S2. We'll push it real good to the back, and we'll flip it 180 degrees. And because the controller node has the spin, it's looking aight, as the kids say. I've heard a kid say that before. We'll kind of make it pop a little bit. Just give it a little bit, like that. Maybe do like 1.5. Same with this one. 1.5. Yeah, it's looking aight. My rim, I actually forgot to add here, 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 here. Like so. Pretty happy with it. And so, like, from a distance, you know, it's quite clearly an S. I would say that the S itself kind of looks more like a 5. For testing. Oops. I'll have a backup here. Hmm. Probably should have just saved my work. I like this coin. Thanks, Broccoli. I've been working on it for like 20 minutes. This almost looks more like a sandstorm coin. Let's go. Let me pull up the logo for the Sandbox. Which I think the Sandbox has changed their logo recently. No? I can open up PureRef. So that's the S we should be trying to make here. But why? So I'm gonna just duplicate it. S Sandbox. So I'm gonna try and make this S the best I can. In fact, I'm gonna give myself more room to work with. So we'll do 9, 10, and even a 2. Grab all these. Transforms are hidden inside. Why can't I see the other one? Literally invisible. Fine. Keep your secrets.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Alright then. What? Okay, I see it. I see the thread. It's a Demon Slayer reference. The threads. Nope, it got worse. Yeah, I mean, that's an S. Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Now it looks more like an S. Thank you. That's what I was going for. This is why you don't just give up. Never give up. Never surrender. You hit the nail with that one? I hit the S with that one. Thanks, Broccoli. Don't forget, everyone, to eat your broccoli. We're cannibals here. So, Broccoli, I'm sorry, but you must surrender yourself. Yum. Depends on how you cook your broccoli. How do you guys cook your broccoli? Stir fry? That's my choice. So now I'm going to take it even further beyond. I'm going to add a new layer. But Halfd0rk! It's too much! No, it's not! Okay, yes it is. I'll just remove that one. Cropped. Set to center, set to floor, and I'll fix it. But I am still going to add, I think, a little bit of an accent to it. But first I'm going to position it. Roasted. Ooh. Sparky, that is making me hungry. And so if we end the stream early, it's because I'm hungry and it's your fault. That actually sounds delicious. Some steamed broccoli. Maybe, perhaps, by chance. I should try and, like, put this exactly in the middle. My stuff should be symmetrical, but it doesn't look like it is. So I guess I'm gonna fake it. So it's 0.1. We'll do 1 out and 4.8 up. This will be the opposite. It's gonna be 4.8 up and then 1 out. Nice and crispy. Steam it, says Cyber Dragon. Yeah, steamed broccoli. Broiled with olive oil. Ooh, 024. Deep fried broccoli. Now you're talking my southern language there, Vox Machina. Broccoli's like, oh gosh, what? Everybody wants to eat me. So we're going to do S accents. So now I'm basically going to cut it in half. First I have to give it an extra 2 here. We're going to cut it in half. That looks like an S. Said no one ever. So I guess instead, I'm going to make the accents. Let's try something like this. So it's going to be the bottom parts. We'll do like that. This. These are going to be accents. Like that. It looks weird. Okay. And then I'm going to remove the white bit. And we're going to move this back. And then cut this. And then I'm going to take this, make it a nice bright white with a tinge of blue. We'll save it. And we'll see if this works. It might not even be needed. Like, this already looks great. I'm just kind of like adding a little flavor to it if it looks good. So this will be like the S1 accent. And so it'll just kind of give it a little bit more depth. It's incredibly hard to see it, to be honest. I don't think it's necessary. But we can see how it looks in the Game Maker. Duplicate it. This will be the S2 accent. I'll just attach it to the other one. We'll turn off the glow just so I can see it while I'm editing in the animator. So I might just bring down this section 1.
Looking good.
Looking good. Thank you. Suwuo, welcome in. What's happening? How you doing? Okay, so with that accent, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the glow back on. Lovely. So we'll just save it. And now the last thing I have to do is close off the animation. So we'll go to the last frame and just add a closing keyframe to everything. So it's got a spin. I'll go ahead and add another animation here that ends on just one keyframe later. And this will be static 01. Oops. And then I'll rename this one to spin 01. And some of you that work in Vox Edit might correct me, but we'll see. Looking good. So I'll go ahead and export it to Marketplace. We'll check it out in the Game Maker. I hate all of these. So instead of my bird picking up junk food, you're just going to be picking up these coins. Sandy bird coin. Version 1. Behaviors? Too bad I can't give it a default component. So this is something that I'll probably suggest on Discord. But having a... because there are assets that have default components, such as the number pad. It has a default indicator component, such as the sign, which has a default indicator component. We don't get to choose these things. Instead, we only get to choose the default behavior. So I actually don't want any of these. So I'm just going to leave it as none. This will be a Sandbox coin. It's magical. That's it. Catalyst? Sure, we'll give it a catalyst. Magic. Obviously. Save as draft. Instant publish. But yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry. So there's a good chance we're going to be wrapping up soon. Human fuel. Yeah, I'm gonna go have some broccoli. Broccoli, so a heads and tails idea. Tails could be something else. I like your where your head's at, broccoli. Where's your head at? Where's your head? Spaghetti bolognese? Merrick, I thought you went to bed. Or was that somebody else? Or like you had to dip. I guess you were just going to make food. Good show. Thanks, Dave. Glad you're here. Welcome in. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you know, I'll do my best to answer them. I'm no professional, but I've been in this space 6-7 months. Yeah, 6 months. 6 months now. But so broccoli's suggesting a tails kind of side of the coin, which I think we could add if it wasn't spinning. It's more or less supposed to be like a game kind of mechanic, and it looks beautiful. Holy moly, I outdid myself. That looks like a Sandbox S. That's a good asset. Okay, I'm gonna move this so I can just admire my work a little bit more. Thanks. Thank you. And what we can do is we can add animated component to one of them, so we can just look at the static version. It's my doo-doo, there's a one thing of you. Well, it's static in the wrong direction. Enhance. Sadly, I keep clicking my background here. Nice. Oh, broccoli throwing shade. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. If there was anything I could change about it. Nothing. It's perfect. We're done here. Save. So everybody, my name is Halfd0rk. Thank you for watching. Let's make it a little brighter here. Appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Just know that you're part of an amazing community. I love this sandbox. I hope you do too. Got skipped again. V! What'd you say, V?
You may be worthy of that.
Notice when you use certain behaviors, it auto adds a component. Really? V? I'm curious now. That's why number pads and signs have them? I don't know about that. I just want to look real quick. But if you add a particular behavior, what you're suggesting. So like we can go to our cabinet here from Shakespeare. So what you're suggesting is if I were to add like a message broadcaster. Nope. If I added a button. Nope. Asset spawner. Nope. Asker. Nope. But I know what you mean, V. I think it's specifically like number pads and signs. They have by default a default component. So if we look, it has default button and default indicator. V, I'm here to help. I want to listen. So everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Keep in mind, Saturday, I am going to have a 12-hour stream. I am committing to it. I'm probably going to do 11 to 11. So Saturday, 11 Eastern AM to 11 PM. 11 PM is generally when the Game show starts. The Game show is only off on, if I remember correctly, Mondays and Fridays. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna go get me some food. Let's see if anybody's raiding, or anybody is streaming that I can raid. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. There's a dude streaming the Sandbox. He's apparently his English channel called Bumba Llama. So we'll rate him. Why not? Introduce ourselves. Bumba Llama. So stick around. Introduce yourself. Say hi. Be nice. Be nice. Play nice, everybody. Toodaloo. See yas.